Hello everybody, and welcome back to Dark Souls 1. This is episode 5. I went ahead and cleared everything out up here since I died. See, there's my stuff. You may remember that I died at the end of the last episode, and we had a nice little loading screen to end on. That's the first time that I have died before the gargoyles in this game in a very long time, and I attribute that to the fact that I'm trying to think about what I'm doing and talk about it and play this game at the same time. It's all very complicated. Don't worry, I'm gonna die a lot more times, so you have that to look forward to. So this guy, I'm gonna tell you how to beat this boar. 45 seconds in, we're already getting down to business. This item right here that we picked up off of this corpse that's hanging on this ledge is called an alluring skull. And let me show you that really quick. It's filled with meekly lingering souls, and you can throw these to make certain types of enemies go where you want them to go. This boar is one of those enemies. So this is the easiest way to beat this guy. It's still a little bit challenging, but you see this fire pit thing over here where there's a burning body? Oh. Ooh, excuse me. You want to take your alluring skull, and hopefully I can get the aim right. Do this number. There we go. Yeah. Notice how he just takes damage. And now what we can do is just this. There. He's not so tough when you can get the drop on him like that. Okay, so now that he's out of the way, I'm going to come up here and get my stuff back. Alright, now we have to go this way since that gate is closed off now. So we come this way. What is going on? Everything is triggering way early. Those guys aren't supposed to come running at you until you go through this doorway. Yeah, I don't know. This is weird. Everybody is coming out of their hidey holes really early this time. Alright. So these guys are dead, and there's an item sitting down here. This is a mystery key, I believe. Yeah, a mystery key. And you want to get that item because it opens up some storyline later. I think that's all that it's important for, but story is very important in this game. So you want to grab that key before you go on any further. Phew. Come on. Get away from the wall, you greedy dirtbag. Alright, let's pop an Estus. I have been burning through these things. Okay, so there's an item sitting over here, too. And this is very FromSoft. They use this mechanic in a lot of their games later. You just have to very slowly balance your way over here. Totally looks like you wouldn't be able to get that item. One of those instances where it looks like you are breaking the realm of where you should physically be in order to get something. Okay. So we have a fog wall, and I don't think there's anything else in this building, but let's check, just to be sure. Nope, we're good. Okay. It's probably because we're about to get a sweet shield. So you come through this, and it brings you up on this ledge, which you might recognize this room. It's a different angle than we've seen from before, but down there is where the boar was, and here's that closed gate. So you have left and right option here. I would say go right first. And do this very slowly, because you got this guy. These guys, we've dealt with all of these slow-moving, clumsy hollows up until this point. This guy is called a balder. And they are much, much faster and much more skilled in battle than anything we fought up to this point. Except for that boar. He's pretty quick and hard to kill. But you want to get a backstab on him because it looks like he's not too tough, but that's the most efficient way to kill them. The item that I just got is called the Night Shield. Let's take a look at that. It's got 68 attack. Notice that shields have attack too. That's really weird. But when you upgrade your shield, that's what it upgrades, is the attack. It doesn't upgrade defense. But as you can see, it has 100% physical damage reduction, which is really good, but it weighs 5.5 units? I don't know what the weight unit is in this game. And the shield we're using has only 93% reduction, but it weighs 1.5. So you might remember episode 3 where I was talking about weights of rolling. I can show you some of that right now. So I'm doing a fast roll right now. But if I do this, it should... Yeah, there's a medium roll. Notice how slow that is. And just to see if I can give you an idea of heavy rolling. Yeah, there's a good heavy roll. See how slow that is? I always try to keep in the realm of fast roll. There's a difference in the amount of invincibility frames you get too. When you roll, you have a certain number of invulnerability frames, or frames where you can't be hit. And the faster your roll speed is, the more of those frames you get. Dude. Oh, that's some horrible camera. I blame the tight space. Alright, okay, now we have to go this way. So you come up the stairs after you get the night shield, you come down here. This part's a little... Oh, why did I do that? There we go. There are a couple of enemies right here that will come swooping in from left and right if you go this way. Alright, so we should have a Balder and a regular hollow soldier. You can hear him walking. I don't know which one that is. Oh, it's just this guy. Why don't you come in here? God, no, come on. Here comes the Balder. Oh. They are not very strong against fire, so if you are a pyromancer, have at it. Another guy has wandered back. Hit me. I dare ya. Okay, so then before you go straight through here, we'll come back to this. But before you just run straight, take a left and come down here. And do not walk too close to this doorway. Those Balder guys that we've been fighting, there are 3 of them in there, and they will all come after you at once. At this level of ability, or at this level of character ability, I guess, I don't advise taking on 3 of those guys at once. So here's the basement key. You might remember right before we met Knight Solaire, there was a locked door. Well, I didn't try to open it, but there was a closed door that's locked. That's where this basement key goes. That comes up later. Here's that closed gate from the room with the boar. You come around this side and kill that guy. I believe he stays gone forever. But it opens up a nice little shortcut. Like I said once already, From games are really good about making lots of shortcuts for you. So, if you're a strength character, this item is going to be one of the best that you can use right now. It's kind of like the spear. I think it's a little bit heavier. I can't use it right now because I don't have enough strength. But it's really cool because you can do the pokey thing with it, like this. But it also has a really nice sweeping attack with the right trigger. Your heavy attack is a nice little sweep. And this one, that's the only downfall of this weapon that I have found so far. Or the only thing that I don't like about it. There are plenty of downfalls to all the weapons. But the only thing I don't like about this is you can't sweep and hit a bunch of guys at once. Alright, so now we're going to go this way. And we got to fight a couple of these guys. Let's draw them out of the range of the archer. You may notice that I do a lot of critical attacks. It's because it's the easiest way to kill everything. Oh, sweet, soft humanity. Sometimes these guys, these hollow soldiers, will just drop humanity. And not like the solid item that we have several of in our inventory. But that black mist stuff that goes into your character. And that you can use at bonfires. I'm about to show you where another one is. There's a couple of important things over here. And I don't have time to get up to the gargoyles right now, so I'll just show you some stuff down here. You may have noticed that there is a metallic ringing going on right now. It's because there's an NPC in the bottom here. But the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and reverse my hollowing. Just because I like to be human. And I'm also going to level up. Let's do Dex a few times. Yeah. And we'll get some more health. So that'll give us a little more damage. Oh, one thing I do want to point out before I move away from this bonfire. Up there, underneath where my name is, Captain, it says level 14. That's your soul level. Where's the... There we go. So we have soul level. We have the total amount of souls that I have, 988 right now. And then we have required souls. That's how many it takes to level up. And this number gets higher every time. It's a higher number every time you level up, and it doesn't matter what you're leveling up. So say I put 1 point into dexterity. That's going to raise the cost of souls that it takes to level up the next time, regardless of what skill it is. Important tips. So now we're going to come down here and we're going to meet my favorite blacksmith.
Well, you must be a new arrival. I'm Andre of Astora. If you require smithing, then speak to me.
Andre of Astora.
I'll be seeing you.
He's a cool dude.
Be careful. Well, hello. You seem to be doing all right. Need anything forged?
This is the guy you want to come to reinforce your weapons. Those things that we got earlier, the Titanite Slab and the Twinkling Titanite, those will go on some either stronger weapons or rare weapons. Twinkling Titanite's rare weapons. And the Slab is, I think, to get your weapon to plus 10, maybe? That won't happen for a long time. We have it way early. You also come here to repair equipment. I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Because your equipment will break. And when it breaks, it's not good. I'm going to learn his gesture. And let's talk to him for a minute.
Most weapons and armor are mighty sturdy indeed. But every hunk of metal has its breaking point. If you notice durability running low, it's time to repair. You can ask a blacksmith like myself, or do it on your own with a grindstone. The nice thing about weapons, they never betray you. So pay them a little respect, eh?
An interesting thing that I actually only just noticed.
To see you go hollow.
That I actually only just noticed about this guy. Everybody that you talk to in this game laughs after you talk to them. But not Andre. He might be the most sane person in the land of Lordran right now. Even more sane than yourself, because you're the one going around killing all these monsters and stuff. But he's just sitting down here with his anvil and his workbench, going to town. You can see his tower shields and stuff. But he's, like I said, the only person that doesn't laugh. He's also the only NPC whose mouth moves when he talks, which I also thought was very interesting. That hints at him maybe at one point having been a more important character than he is now. That's not to say he's not important. He's still a very important guy. But maybe he was meant to be something more in the original game. Unfortunately, I am out of time. This is a good place to stop for now. Thank you for watching episode 5. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you guys in the next video. Until next time, take it easy.